93.1 WPOC, Sunday in the Country here, kicking it off. These guys, it's Levon, everybody. How are you?
Howdy, howdy!
Doing great. We are Ryan, Michael, Jake, and you know what? I love origin stories, especially with people who are new to you guys. How did it all begin for you? Were you guys childhood friends, or did you work together, or what happened?
Sometimes people ask us if we're brothers, but we are not related. Jake and I met playing for Tips in Franklin, Tennessee, and that's kind of where the spirit of the band started, you know, playing wherever we could for a couple bucks, or if we were lucky, we would make 35 and go to Chipotle. Yeah, it's just, it started about 3 years ago. It started with Jake and I playing in two different bands at the same venue, and then we met Ryan, Mr. Ryan Holiday, here about a year and a half later, and that's when it really started to feel like Levon, and things have been moving quick ever since, and we're just trying to take it all in right now. It's so cool to be here with you guys today. Thank
We're
you
so excited
much
to
for
have
having
you
us.
kick off our big show. So, day jobs during that time, we were playing for Tips. What were you doing? Were you a
We
bartender?
were actually both working at restaurants,
Oh, okay,
like every musician in Nashville
Right.
would be.
For Tips and everything. And
Our single, Miss Marianne, is about an encounter with a cougar at the restaurant that I was working at, because I was serving in Nashville for almost 5 years. And it's actually the same restaurant where Jake and I met originally, Wild Ginger in Franklin, Tennessee. And, you know, there's a lot of that in our dream. You know, we've had these side jobs, and always in the back of our mind, we wanted to be in a band like this. Yeah. And now we found each other, and now those jobs are over, and now we are chasing the dream, baby.
But you guys traveled like in a van for a couple years and everything, going from place to place. I mean, what's life on the road like that in a van, just starting out? I mean, playing for...
The van is very shaky. The air conditioning doesn't work half the time, and you get to know each other really well on some of the long drives. Yeah, most of the arguments happen over like where to eat, but Chipotle and Chili's is always where it ends
All right,
up usually.
early days, worst gig you guys ever played. You don't have to say where, what, but just like what was the 3 people there or 10 or whatever? I can't imagine.
You know, we like the small crowds,
Yeah.
but it's when we don't have time to actually know what we're going to sound like. If we don't have a sound check, we just plug in, and then they're like, okay, you have to start now. And you don't know what notes you're singing because you can't hear a thing. Those freaked me out.
It's so important, the pre-sound check and everything. I guess you guys were just doing it right here.
Yeah, but a lot of our shows, we're with CAA, a booking agency out of Nashville, and a lot of our shows we're playing with artists that are so much bigger than us, where we can absorb so much information and kind of pick up on that, what makes it so magical for those icons to play.
Yeah.
So we're not often in a position where we're not learning and trying to take everything in that we possibly can. I think most of our shows we're absolutely looking up to these other country artists that we've been playing with. It's just been...
But now you're opening for like Florida Georgia Line, Darius Rucker. And
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. When was that? Where was that at?
We played 5 shows with him last year, and it ranged from like Charlottesville, Virginia, to where else did we play with him?
Around Atlanta.
Yeah, we played in Atlanta.
Did you hang with him like personal time? Like
we had a little personal time with Willie.
What did you guys do during that time? Just
you know,
swap stories.
We swapped stories, and it was a blast. You know,
share a Diet Cola or something like that.
Yeah, a Diet Pepsi it was.
But Miss Marianne, it's a true story, like you said. This happened to you, and so you just took that and wrote the song about this older
Bob,
woman coming up.
When you have a cougar encounter, I should say, it's very wise to just go with the flow, baby. Because even though she was twice my age, it was a wonderful date.
Whoa.
And we had a lot in common, and we ended up coming up with a great song idea for this experience. And you know what makes country music so special is telling a story, and we get to tell a pretty interesting one.
Song writes itself, and we're going to hear that live at Sunday in the Country here, and we'll play it next on 93.1 WPOC. Ladies and gentlemen, Levon.
Yeah, baby.